N6SWR, KM6SRR. Well, your voice sounds more normal, but it's about an S3 or so there, so it's a little less than S meter than you were direct. Over. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I needed to try to peek on you when you were pointing directly to get the path. This is the one I've always known you on, so that's why I'm here at this one. Over. It's about the same, about an S2 or so. Over. No, nothing going on yet, so go ahead. Hey, Ben, N6SWR, KM6SRR. Well, now you dropped down a little lower than what you were on the bounce path. You're about an S1 now. Over.
N6SWR, AA6S. You're way better direct than you were in the other direction there, Ben. Go ahead. Better in Visalia direct. Yeah, it's definitely better than when you point in the other direction. Definitely better. I haven't tried peeking you on my antenna, but you're definitely stronger. I'm pointed in that general direction. N6SWR, AA6S, over. Due south, that don't make sense. I'm almost due south, but you're definitely better now. Came up even more. Go ahead. That's weird. I'll let you get back to Rob there and carry on with him. I'm just sitting here listening to what's going on. Go ahead there, KM6SRR, AA6S.
Okay, Bill, thanks there. AA6S, KM6SR. Yeah, Ben, N6SWR. I peeked on you a little bit better. I don't know if I'm up now or not, but I think the propagation's changing, which is kind of messing us up. Over. Yeah, roger on that. While you were talking, you came up, so it's definitely got some propagation issues there. So you know it works. Is that the new one that you put up? Over. Yeah, roger that. You don't want to push them. Although I understand that you've got connections with somebody that goes around checking on things there, over. I said I understand that you have connections with somebody that goes around checking on things there, over. Yep, roger on that. Okay. I'm just trying to be funny, over. Yep, roger on that. Well, I'll check both you guys in there. I haven't heard Mike yet, over. Okay, Ben. Oh, excuse me, I choked on my dinner. N6SWR, KM6SR. We'll be standing by.
73 is down, AA6S.
Hey, Rob, KM6SR, WA6LOL.
WA6LOL, AA6S.
Well, hello, how are you? AA6S, WA6LOL. Good evening.
I'm in the Visalia, and you're super strong here wherever you are. Name is Bill. Go ahead, AA6S.
AA6S. Boy, you're 10 over 9, WA6LOL. I am in Sonora, up above Yosemite.
Well, you're sure loud. Sure loud here, WA6LOL. AA6S. I don't have my pen down. I got to go over and find it. They write the call down here. But you're smoking in here. We're in Visalia, running about, probably about 700 watts. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I've heard you in there before, but not like tonight. When you answered, I thought, boy, that guy's loud. He must be local somewhere. Yeah, I've heard you before. I listened to that Tehachapi beacon down there, and I can kind of tell it's probably booming in right now. It was pretty loud the other night, but yeah, we seem to have some tropo going on between you and I.
Now you're pushing 10 over 9 now, about 10 over. That's a loud signal on this S-meter.
Yeah, I got a 9700 that's pretty scotch as far as S units, and yeah, you're a good 5 over 9.
Yeah, so we've got here is a 9700 driving a command technology amp to about 800, well, about 800 watts out. You say you're in Sonora?
Yeah, up here in Sonora. I'm about 2,000 feet, and I have a pretty good clear path south, 150 degrees right over the top of Mike down into L.A. there. And digital modes I can work down into Tijuana there, so I'm pretty good south.
Sounds like it. Well, you running an amp too, or this barefooted with a 70 watts? You must have some power.
It's a PQL amp, the double-decker 1500 watt amp. So yeah, I'm running up around 1500, I guess. And then, you know, I guess Visalia, you're more over at 140 some degrees, probably a little east of Mike, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not the same direction. I never get anybody pointing their antenna at me here. They headed towards Fresno, and they missed me about 10, 15 degrees. Go ahead.
I know, that's yeah, everybody's got their antennas pointed at Mike for the net, so you got to kind of the luck of the draw, who you hear and who you don't, you know. But yeah, great signal. I do hear you sometimes, anywhere from barely audible to audible, but tonight is just amazing conditions. Yeah, you sound wonderful. You got that good 9700 audio too.
Well, thanks. And running one of Mike's antennas. I think it's a 13 element or something. Nothing big. Not like we got on 1296. We got 4 of them there. But I better get off here about time. Well, a couple of minutes before the net goes. But man, you're just smoking in here. I don't know what's going on. The weather's been weird. I can tell you that. WA6LOL, AA6S, over.
Starting to back out a little bit. It's held in really good, as a matter of fact, rather than do that fade out every minute or so. We've actually held in for the time we've been talking, but it's starting to back out a little bit. That's what I was calling down there to SRR, because there's a guy with a, well, not 1296, but a 432 kilowatt and a half amp down in Arizona, silent key deal, and I was going to get it, but I decided not to. So I was gonna tell Rob about it down there.
That sounds good, Dave. What's all the information? KM6SRR.
What's wrong with my what?
I said that sounds good. What is all the information? KM6SRR. I came back to you earlier, but I guess you disappeared a little bit. Over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, AA6S, KM6SRR, WA6LOL. Yeah, I'm getting into Visalia good tonight there. It is in Prescott, Arizona, and it's a silent key thing. And I have the name and the address of the guy that has it down there, and it is a. Boy, the net's going to start. Let me tell you what it is. Lunar Link, kilowatt and a half, sideband, maybe 1200 otherwise, and it's a tube thing, and it has the built-in power supply that runs on 240 volts.
Okay, it's a tube unit though, huh?
Yeah, it is a tube unit, so uses those 800s, 3CX or 800s or something, I don't know.
Okay, do you know how much they want for it?
I'm not really sure. You'd have to talk to him. I was actually going to get it, and we had gotten up what I could do is, if you want, I could go ahead and text you the name and information, the guy's name and call and phone number, and then you could, if you're interested, talk to him. What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to do it, but, you know, I have to finish the project. I got to get these 4 XP32s up in the air. I can't start a new project before I finish one. We all know what happens then.
Yeah, roger on that. Okay, yeah, text it to me. I'm not sure, unless it's a fire sale, I'm not sure I want to get a tube. I think I want to go solid state. Over.
Well, it's not I will text it to you. If you decide you want to call the guy, you can. But it's not it doesn't appear to be a fire sale thing, because, you know, it's one of those things, a silent key, and the wife said to his ham buddy. Here, you take all the stuff and do whatever with it. So, all right. Well, anyway, I'll stand by for the net. It'd be any time here. KM6SRR, AA6S, WA6LOL.
Okay, Dave, I got you checked in. Otherwise, KM6SR, standing by.
Well, you sure are loud here in Visalia, Dave. AA6S.
WA6AAJ.
I wish I could do this every night.
10 over 9 now.
Well, I'd like to say it's talent, but...
Mike, AA6S.
Hello?
Yeah, I think you guys doubled, Dave, you and Bill. I heard Mike, WA6AAJ, check in there, over.
Roger, I didn't mean to double. KM6SR, AA6S, I think WA6LOL, WA6AAJ. Good evening.
Well, good evening. Yeah. You know, when we doubled, I was just taking credit for the strong signal.
You're S9 in Clovis.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, we seem to have some really good tropo stuff going on north and south here.
That's doing good. I was listening to you a little earlier, and there was really heavy QSB, and I was going to comment that people don't point at Bill because they don't know where Visalia is.
Wow.
Hey, Mike, you're hitting me on the back of my antenna at 20 over, KM6SR.
I'm pointed almost due north. I was trying to peek on LOL, and it says 330, but I'm trying to figure that one out. I've got to look at a map. I thought Sonora would be more on the eastern side of north, but I guess not.
I think it's should be the opposite of mine at 300, right? Or is that how it works? Anyway, I'm aiming at you when I'm at 150. So if you add, or I guess add 180 to that, whatever that is.
Yeah, that would put it right at 330. That's what the QRZ page says. So.
Oh yeah. Well, you're loud from Clovis. Loud. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to coming down. I wasn't able to Friday here and get down to the club meeting and see you guys down there Friday and stay down at the Piccadilly Inn in Clovis. I love that place.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, I've been remiss in making a meeting this year. I need to get on that.
Yeah, I'm up here in Sonora. We barely have a Walmart and a McDonald's here in the recent history, so we don't have a lot of. Well, we do have a club up here, but it seems like I know everybody down there in Fresno more than I know the local guys here.
Well, you're up in some nice country, that's for sure.
Yeah, we have good low snow. We got a heck of a lot of snow right here in Sonora. I'm at about 2,000 feet. So we get a token snow every once in a while, but it was pretty nice. So anyway, well, conditions are really something up and down. I didn't notice when I usually leave my receiver stuck on the Tehachapi beacon. It's probably tagging my S-meter tonight.
Well, it's definitely doing good tonight. What happened to Mikey? Does he run the net anymore?
What Mikey?
Reasonably late.
Yeah. I fell asleep. I didn't wake up till 2 minutes ago. Anyway, I'm here. I've got, let's see, who do I have? LOL. Got you, Dave. And I hear Rob, KM6SRR. I hear Frank. I hear Mike. And I missed one.
We don't believe it's you because we didn't hear the whistle.
As well. KG6QNY.
Hello, Marcus.
How you doing? I hope you slept well there, Mike.
I need your Bozo number.
1091.
Okay, good. Thank you. Good to hear you.
It's good to hear you, too.
Anyway, let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with my log here.
Got some kind of temperature inversion or good tropo, Mike, between Visalia and here. We're both 10 over 9 to each other.
Yes. Well, everybody's strong here so far this evening. Where am I pointed here? I'm pointed over at 300 degrees. No, where am I pointed here? 300 degrees.
787.
787. Who would that be?
Kilo Foxtrot.
I think I turned away from you. KF6QCH, right?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mike. K6MYG, KF6QCH. No traffic. Early check-in. Thank you.
Roger, Roger. Give me the number again. I heard. I said it, and I didn't write it down.
787. Over.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Me. Okay. I got most everybody in here, I think.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox.
982 just got in here. 982. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. Good evening, Daryl.
Good evening, sir.
Is it cold up there?
You, 712.
Oh, hey. Okay. Hi, 712. Daryl, is it cold up there?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's starting to get chilly. The wife was complaining. She said, I'm going to turn the heater on. I said, no, you're not. Not yet. I said, bundle up.
Boy, they're a hard guy there, Daryl. KM6SR here. And how you doing, Kerry?
KM6SR, KC5, DTU. Hello there, Rob.
Do you hear you in here, Kerry?
Yeah, I decided I was going to take a break. That motorhome is kicking my rear end, but I got to get it in to probably get it smogged.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Gary, WA6AAJ.
Hello, Mike, WA6AAJ, KC5, DTU. How's things going over there?
We're still here, and everything's just hunky-dory, man.
Yeah, roger that. Okay. Hey, I missed you guys down at the DX thing down there. I guess you went in the morning.
Yeah, I think I met Bill down there at 9:30 or 10. I can't remember, somewhere around there. It was pretty early.
Yeah, roger that. Did you come home with any goodies?
Just some water and some jumper clips. That's about it.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a landline catch up and back to the net control there. Did you make it into town today there, Michael?
Oh, yeah. We got into town and got a lot of stuff done today. The only thing I didn't get was trying to get a blood draw, and they didn't have any record of the request being made for a blood draw, so that stopped it. And but other than that, we got all the other things done. I got the skin doctor under control. She took pieces of me and pictures of the pieces, what's left of me. And the dentist got taken care of. She cleaned my teeth. That was good. And then we, in the meantime, Judy and Jeff, my driver, went places while I was in the offices. They went places and did the shopping. So we got a lot of things done that we couldn't have done because it's like being in two places at the same time. So it worked out well. We got to the bank, we got to the drugstore, we got just everywhere we wanted to get. And got home by about 3 o'clock, so it wasn't too bad. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Sounds like you had a good day. Well, I had a good one. I saw my hematologist today, and I graduated. I no longer have to see the hematologist. I've been downgraded back to my general practitioner.
Well, that's good. Good. No problems. That's a good sign. The only one I'm not sure I was in here. Bill, are you here? AA6 Sugar?
Yeah, Roger. I guess nobody's hearing me. Maybe I'm going over the top of everybody. I want to say hi to Carrie and tell he checked in. I was talking to LOL there, and man, he's smoking in here. Some kind of a wild inversion. It's fantastic. But anyway, hi to you there, Carrie, and looks like El Trumpo there is going to be using the Trump card on on his buddies there, from what the Supreme Court came up with. Anyway, I wanted to tell Mike to call Mikey, not Mikey, but Mike AAJ to call me about 9:30, and the women want to play cards, so I'm going to get out of here. So thanks for letting me blast back in here. Back to you there, Kerry. Go ahead. AA6S, KC5DTU, AA6S.
Fill us in on the Trump thing. I didn't follow that.
226 is here.
Yeah, BYH is as well. Hello, Bill.
Yeah, I got 226. Good evening, Ken.
Yeah, good evening. WA60IB is here. In spirit, if not in truth. Hello, Maestro. You really smoked us last night, but hoping you had a good day. Are you talking to me, Kerry? Well, that's the only Maestro around. How you doing, Ken? Oh, good evening, Kerry. KC5DTU and the gang, WA60IB, and hi to Bill down there. Yeah, no, I spent most of the day in the doctor's office and a couple of times and this and that. I've got a situation and I've got to have surgery next Monday morning scheduled, so I don't know if I'm going to make it on the Tuesday night for your testing session. Oh boy, well, we're going to miss you, and we'll certainly send up a smoke signal for you and hope everything goes well. Yeah, this just popped up, so I'm very, very uncomfortable at this point, but I crawled out here anyway. Anyway, good evening to everyone. WA60IB, I'll stick around as long as I can.
Take care, Ken.
Good evening, Ken. WA60IB, KM6SR. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I may have to train you for the meeting next week, so we'll see how that works out. Nothing exciting, but I need somebody to officiate.
Okay, well, you know how smart I am. I'll do my best. Over.
That's right. I'm counting on you. When you said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the meeting. The class next week is the last class for the extra guys. Last night was the final review. Next week they all take their test, but I like to be there for that, give them support, this and that, and kick the guys that are slow and stuff like that. Well, I mean, there was a time delay before you said I got to have surgery and I don't know if I'm going to make it, and then we were waiting. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should have. My timing isn't very good. I'm not a comedian. Yeah, well, good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with what you have to do. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, we're here in the outskirts monitoring, and if I can help, I'll try. WA60IB.
Okay, very good.
K6USY 1079.
Okay. We'll take you and put you in proper order here, Harry. Thank you.
Yeah, are you hearing me, Mike, 195?
I did hear you, Mike.
Okay, just wondering. I called a couple times and didn't get any response, so check me at Mike. Thanks.
Yep. Well, you called when the maestro was being probed, and then he came up with this revelation of the doctors and an operation and blah, 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 and that took all the steam out of Mike there, over.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, good luck. Hope everything turns out okay for you.
It also took your call right out of my head. I started to write it down. I got K6, and all of a sudden I can't find the call in my brain.
You talking about USY or BYH?
BYH, that's the one. Thank you. Let's see, I'm kind of pointed down toward Ben, but has anybody heard Ben in 6SWR here?
Roger, I was talking with him earlier there, Mike, KM6SR. And how you doing, Mike? BYH, and that should be an N6, Mike, over.
Yep, yeah, it is an N6. And a USY was a K6.
Okay, so he didn't stick around, or was that just because I was 2 or 3 minutes late here, Rob? Over?
Well, I think he was going to stick around. We were checking out his antenna to see how it was working, and we could copy each other pretty good, so I'm not sure. He may have gotten called away, too, over.
Okay. Well, this is on 2 meters. You were checking out his antenna. He had it up the other night. But I don't think he's changing it since then. 6SWR, if you're still here, Ben, good evening, K6MYC. In and out, okay. How about KB6RQU, KG6BRG, one of those guys in Lake Isabella here? Big Blotto, and I'm not hearing LA very well either. Oh, well, wait a minute. No wonder I don't hear anybody south of me. They wouldn't be hearing me. I'm pointed at the Bay Area. That's not going to work, is it?
Yeah, that's probably when you were talking to Jimmy. I was over there, too, and didn't hear the guys for a while, over.
Well, I was swinging by, and I was going to 150, and then I stopped it and went back to so I could pick up Jimmy there. Now I'm coming down to 150.
Since you're passing by my neighborhood.
Sorry, who was that? Go ahead, Frank.
KJ6TYO, you were passing through the neighborhood, swinging the antenna around.
Now, we heard you, Ron, KJ6TYO. What number? K6MYC.
1009.
How you doing, Ron? KJ6TYO, KM6SRR.
Oh, we're doing good, Rob, doing good. I got to jump over there and get my roll call already there for the 10-meter net. I'll be doing that one. So just want to stop by and check in and say hi, and everybody take care. Have a good evening. KJ6TYO1009.
Thank you. Thank you, 73s, Ron, and thanks again for checking in pretty regular lately here. I hear W6PMD, K6MYC, Bozo 47.
Okay, Ron, we'll see you over there in a bit, KM6SR.
47, W6PMD, number 58. I heard a weak signal in there. It might be John up on the old time. I'll catch him in a minute. Let me rotate back down your way a little bit. That should be a little better right there.
Yeah, that's a little better. We got you a Q5, but now you're quite a bit stronger. Thanks, Pat. Good to hear you. Anybody else want to check in with Pat? W6 Papa Mike Delta, go ahead.
How you doing, Pat? W6PMD, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo. You're sounding good, over.
Yeah, well, good to hear you. You're sounding good, too. You got good, strong signal. You guys are about F7, F8 down here in sunny Southern California, number 58.
Okay, Pat, we got you, 58. I'm 432, over.
Roger. Yep, I got you written down there, Rob. Good to hear.
Good evening, Pat. WA60IB 226.
Ken, how you doing tonight, man? It's been a while since I've talked to you. Sounding good. You're strong tonight.
Yes, you are too. You are too. Well, good to hear you. Good to hear you. And check me in. WA60IB.
We got Ken number 226, 432, number 47. Anybody else up the Central Valley while I'm looking this direction?
Standing by for anybody else that's copying them. W6PMD standing by for Northern California guys to check in. Over. All quiet, Pat.
Okay, well, you got three of you guys. That's good. And we'll catch you guys maybe on Sunday. Have a good rest of the week. Let's see, Bozo 47, K6NYC, KM6SSR, and W6OID. Got you guys all checked in. W6PMD, and I'm rotated at 7-3, fellas.
Sure. Thank you, Pat. 7-3. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Sunday night, maybe. Okay, anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley before we go over and see if we can hear Ron and Atascadero there? Okay, I think we got everybody. Let's go to Atascadero and see if Ron's going to be there tonight. I suspect he will be.
By the way, Mike, I was really shocked and sorry to hear about Russ here the other day.
Yeah, I guess you were missing that night. Yeah, that was a bummer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got it from Rob's report. So thank you for that information, Rob. But yeah, that's sad. Any news of what happened?
Well, we got the news, and Dennis tried to call in and get it, but I was right in the middle of finishing with somebody, and Dennis got antsy and then left. So I don't know what happened there. He just didn't stick around. He did get, he said he would go back and call and find out what happened. So we'll find out, but it was so quick. He didn't seem to have any other issues that were outstanding, you know, nothing, no disease or anything like that would have gotten him that quickly. So it probably was a heart attack or a stroke, and just when it's your time and those things happen, it's your time, boy.
Yeah, right. Well, he will be missed, you betcha. I enjoyed chatting with him from time to time. Okay, I'm heading down towards Atascadero now.
Okay, I'm looking at Atascadero, W6QUI. W6QUI. Ron, are you there tonight? K6MYC. Well, he was in there last night on 430 at 1296, but nothing tonight. How about Eric, KN6EIV, Eric? Okay, nothing from Eric either. I guess that's Blotto.
Has Ron checked in recently that I might have missed?
You missed him yesterday. He checked in on 1296. I did not hear him, but he did check in.
Oh, okay, so he's still up and about. Okay, that's all I was curious about.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be any issues with him. He's just been busy, I guess. Frank talked to him, but I don't know if Frank gleaned anything other than just being busy. Frank, did you pick up anything from Ron? Oh, Frank's gone. Okay. Well, let's go to Monterey then and see if Scott, WA6LIE, is there. But I hadn't moved the antenna. You came in when I was pointed toward Atascadero even. Don't think I've ever heard you that far south. Anyway, good evening, Scott. Now it's pointed at you in a very strong signal. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're just on the noise a little bit. I mean, I heard you well, but you know that is 025. David, yeah, very good evening to you, and not much to say 6-meter activity's been kind of dead. Last couple of days, a little bit of stuff down to ZL land and whatnot. No Australia, but yeah, it's kind of fizzled off. Not much activity today. 10 meters kind of sucked a bit, so I don't know. I'm waiting for things to happen. A little bit more of the 6-meter season to wake up, but it'll happen soon. One of these days. Got a lot of sunspot activity, so that's all cool, but just hasn't been the way it has in the past. So, anyway, we'll wait for the best, Mike. Sounding good. WA6LIE.
I'm okay. Well, I went up your way, and you got real strong, and I overshot a little bit. Your signal's more like in the normal path direction tonight. I'm right at 265, 267, where I normally hear you the best. Anyway, okay, on a tiny bit of stuff happening on 6, but nothing to get up and shout about. Sounds good. Thanks for being there. Thanks for checking in, and maybe by Sunday we'll have something happening. You might tell me if you have it at your fingertips there, what's the SFI today? Scott, WA6LIE, what's today's SFI numbers?
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Looks like it's 199 today. So I'm using the remote on this computer and also the internet, and the web page, so I have to switch screens and whatnot. But it's not in the 200 range yet, and we know what that means. Over.
Well, that's where we were up until today, probably. I think we were still in 200 plus region. Got up to 230 something at one point, and then dribbled back down to, still good numbers at 200 or 199. That's not too bad. That's not what's stopping it. I don't know what it is, but it's not the numbers. All right. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. We'll look for, I don't think Tom's going to be there tonight, but maybe we'll hear Lee. So let me bump it up a little bit and see if we get Watsonville area in here.
KB6LEE, I'm here.
Sure you are. Go ahead.
Bozo 1098. Good evening, Mike and the group. Nothing much going on around here. I was playing with Quaggy a little bit last couple of days. I actually had the mast extended pretty much all of the way, which puts it up probably 20, 25 feet there. Still hunting for the beacon out there in coarse gold, but just not able to dig it out. I don't have the Yagi on the extended mast, so I can't really do too much in comparison like that. But otherwise, just hanging out and listening to everything going on. KB6LEE, back to you.
Okay, well, up until today or yesterday, I think up until yesterday, the beacons had been off for a couple of days. That might have been why you didn't hear them. The beacon is back on again, I think, according to Frank, and back at running 25 watts. He was running into a heat issue, and he got now a couple of big fans to blow on the equipment in the shack. It's a little closed building, and it doesn't have much in the way of ventilation. And when it gets to be 80 degrees outside, it's probably 90 or pushing 100 in there by the end of the day with the sun. So Frank's got fans on it now, and it's back up and operational, but maybe that's why you missed it. Over.
Roger. Yeah, that's probably what happened there. I was sure kicking myself in the tail end about why the heck it wasn't coming in, and so I'll give it a shot over the weekend. The next couple of days are kind of busy for me, but I'll give it a shot over the weekend during the daytime when I can get out there and get everything up. Hopefully the weather will have settled down. The wind will be kind of calm, because I don't have any guy ropes or anything like that on the mast when it's fully extended, so just don't want to have it out there. It was up in 15-mile-an-hour winds a couple of days ago, and it seemed to do pretty well, but I don't want to press my luck. Roger?
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, give it a look. Crank it down when you're not using it, or let it slide down when you're not using it, and push it up. And it's going to be funny during the daytime. Sometimes the path is there, sometimes it isn't. Well, who knows? Too bad you can't get on tomorrow night. We could make some big signals for you to listen to.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that tomorrow night. Like I said, I got a pretty busy day tomorrow. If I do get a chance later in the afternoon, I might try and sneak in here over the evening. But I definitely want to check the weather. There's supposed to be a little bit of a low pressure system coming through or something like that. So I just don't want to press my luck with the mast being too far extended. And with that, I'll say 7-3, Mike. I'll turn it back to you. I won't keep the net too long. KB6LEE, back to you.
Okay, well, thanks, Lee. KB6LEE, 1098, K6MYC. Thanks for the rundown. Fingers crossed that you can hear the beacon next time you listen, and make sure that you're pointed in the right direction for us here. Take care, and I don't think Tom is going to be here tonight, so we'll go on up into the Bay Area. KB6 Lima Echo Echo, Watsonville area, K6MYC.
7-3.
Okay, here we are in the Bay Area. Bozo Net, 2 meters. K6MYC calling and standing by.
W6PQL.
WSC.
Okay, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Got you in there, Mike. Sorry I couldn't hear you the other night, but maybe we'll be able to hear you tomorrow night on 432 also. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775 with W6PQL, K6MYC. Okay, well, he didn't pick it up, Jim, so go ahead. PQL, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, he might have got distracted. Maybe the wife came in and asked him a question or something like that. Anyway, good evening to you, and all's well over here. All the radios seem to be working. I shuffled things around in the shack a little bit, so hopefully I have everything connected correctly. We'll find out soon enough. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, thanks. Well, big signal over here. Everybody's propagation seems to be excellent tonight. I haven't heard anybody that was less than normal, and most are above average signals. That's a good sign. I'm just getting you written in here. Okay, 1296. Okay. Let's see, who else do we have in the Bay Area? Should be a lot of people over there, over.
Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November, India. WGB6JNN.
WA6AXX, no traffic.
Okay, 3 good strong signals, too. Boy, oh boy. WB6WNI, good evening, Gary. You sound like you got a cold.
K6VBG 971. Observe it. WB6WNI. Good evening, Mike, and the net. Yes, this is getting over a cold. Getting over. We were figuring it's been lasting like 10 days. Anyway, other than the cold, I want to say I didn't hear you on 40 meters on Monday, but I did call because I couldn't hear a lot of the people. Tuesday seemed to be a disaster, and today it was back to being good again. So maybe if you're on tomorrow, Mike, I'll give you a shot and you can introduce me. Anyway, there's nothing more here. The signals are beautiful once again. It's amazing. At K6MYC WB679.
Okay, Gary, give me your number.
The number is 1090.
Okay. fixing my log. I screwed up here big time. Hang on, guys. Okay. And over to you, Ed, WA6AXX, K6MYC.
Oh, nothing new here. It's kind of cool. I think it's supposed to be like windy in the next couple days. So we had a nice warm spell, but that's over. K6MYC, WA6AXX.
Well, it's supposed to warm up by the weekend. Our temperatures are getting close to 80s by the end of the weekend coming up here.
Very good.
Well, that's a good sign. We aren't going to get any rain. All of a sudden, they took the 80% away from us and sent it up to San Andreas. San Andreas said there's going to get 80% chance of rain on Friday, but we're not going to get any, which has me slightly perturbed. I guess I'm going to have to really turn the sprinkler systems on for good this year and not fuss around with them anymore. Okay on everything, and you're sounding strong as always. Let's see, who else could be in the Bay Area? We haven't heard KT2G for a long time.
WB6JNN, you're pointed my direction.
I'm sorry, I hear you, Jim. Stand by. What was that about your direction?
November 5, November Papa Delta. Brett and Newman, kind of in the direction of the Bay Area.
And W6BBS72 while you're writing on your list.
Yep, okay. The 5 station. NPB, isn't it? Go ahead.
November 5, November Papa Delta. Brett, down in Newman, number 1129.
Okay, 1129, is that what you said?
Affirmative.
Okay, very good. Refresh my memory on the handle. I know we just worked the other night, but for some reason it's not coming up for me.
Brett, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Tango, Tango. In Newman.
Yeah, I got it. Not Newhall, but Newman. Gotcha, Brett. Very good. Good signal. No problem copying. Thanks for checking in. Anything to report from your area? Or you're just waiting for the cool weather to end and warming up again this weekend?
No, I was talking about sprinklers. I just turned mine on today and checked them all out and had one that had croaked and replaced it. And, yep, so about sprinkler time, unfortunately. So.
Yeah. Somebody said, who was the break? Somebody said something there. Go ahead again, please. Boy, I don't know who that was. It was not very strong, but it was plenty readable if you just come in and give us your call again. Well, maybe it was somebody trying to reach somebody else. Okay, Jim, WB6JNN, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Mike, WB6JNN, yeah. I just checking in, had to go pick up my daughter over at the BART station in a little bit, but thought I'd jump in here and say hello at least. So there you go, that's about it. WB6JNN.
Yeah, well, I bet it was cold and windy, so you did not fly today, did you?
No, could have done it this morning, but had other things that I needed to do, and so I didn't get out there this morning, and this afternoon the wind came up. It was about 10 miles an hour. I don't think the airplane flies 10 miles an hour, so because they're pretty small. WB6JNN.
Yeah, okay, fine, Jim. Probably caution is the name of the game there. Sounds good, and boy, it did cool off here, man. We were in the 60s all day. A very big change, which was unexpected. I didn't think it would cool off that much, but it didn't ever get to the high of the one day we should have had 80 or nearly 87, 88, and it got close. But then it was supposed to be decent the next day, and it wasn't. It went right into cold. So this is up and down springtime, I guess. I shouldn't say it's anything but normal. The new normal. Okay. let's see. Who else do we have in here? We're missing, of course, K6ERF, who is now SK. Russ has passed on, which is a real shame. Everybody's that know him is certainly missing a good friend, and was a ham for a long time. He used to work with me when I lived in San Martin, so that was a few years back. I been working Russ for many years at one time or another here. Anyway, I might take a look and see if his buddy in Lafayette is there, WA6. Well, let me just see if there's anybody else in the Bay Area before I turn up that way. K6MYC Bozo Net. Bay Area, anybody?
JNP and the real net.
I know you're here, Dane. I got you earlier. You're the first one on the list, of course. WB6JNP, good evening again. Who was the other one?
AB6SR.
Oh, good evening, Stan. AB6 Sugar Radio. You're in Los Gatos, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I always want to put you out there in not Campbell, but Cupertino or something, but no. Gotcha. And a booming signal, needless to say, on this band. And you probably didn't do a whole lot of gardening today, did you?
Yeah, I did more than I expected. One of the things I had to do, I was doing some pruning a couple of days ago and stepped on one of the sprinklers and had to repair that. So had to go down about 18 inches. So that wasn't much fun. But got it fixed today. I did listen in on 6 on Monday, but I couldn't hear much at all. It's funny weather, funny conditions all around. Anyway, glad I'm a good signal on 2 meters. So yeah, I did quite a bit in the garden today. Did quite a bit of chopping down stuff, weeding, just cleaning up. So yeah, it was a good day. But as you say, the weather is a bit weird. But as you alluded to, I'll be putting the sprinklers on probably by the end of the week for the first time this year. Anyway, back to you, K6MYC AB6SR.
Okay, very good, Stan. Sounds like you made more headway than I did. The last 2 days, well, day before today, yesterday, we worked on paperwork all day, and we got into some boxes of notes and scrap papers that had phone numbers all over them, and Judy and I tried to organize that, and we did get it organized to a degree, and now we're going to have to retype it out. I've got the phone list typed in. We hopefully can get into the Microsoft program. I think it's in Publisher, and make an edit some of the numbers and eliminate some and add others. So that was yesterday, and today we were in town all day. Very successful day, very tiresome. In fact, and I didn't sleep well. I've got a stiff neck from weed eating, I think, a couple of days back. I don't know if that brought on the stiff neck. I think I've got something else. I may have just got a cold in my neck and the shoulder muscles. Because I've got muscle spasms all around my neck, and when I turn wrong, it spasms. And I've got it down to a dull roar, but it's still painful and it's annoying me. And maybe I'll sleep better tonight. All right. Let's see, anybody else in the Bay Area before we go and get KE6QR?
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf.
Hi, yeah, I heard you earlier, Dave. I'm sorry. You came in on when there was 3 others, and I just couldn't handle more than 3.
I didn't know if you got me, Mike. Thank you.
Good evening, Dave. K6CBG, KM6SR.
Good evening, Rob. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Hopefully after next Tuesday, I'll be doing better. Over.
Hi, Roger.
Speaking of that, Rob, did you get a chance to converse about the 1296 amp with Ken?
Yeah, he looked at it, and boy, I could hear his head rattling all the way across the room. Nope, I guess I pulled the trace apart there, so he's got a lot of fixing to do, and there's a relay that has some leads going to it, and he's trying to guess on how to hook those things up. So we'll see what happens there. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, he shouldn't have to do anything to the relay. I should have to just replace the trace or find another place to attach that lead. It must have gone out through a hole in the box and didn't have stream relief on it or something, because it shouldn't have ever been moved once the lid was closed over.
Yeah, it did move. The lid doesn't stop it from going sideways, and there's no sidewall there for it to attach to. But I put a piece of aluminum strip on there, 1/8-inch piece, to hold it stiffer. And I got one more screw to put on it to kind of, cinch it up a little bit. But yeah, no, it flexed really good. And when I moved it, it flexed some more. It may have been partially broken before. I don't know. But anyway, where the relay goes, there's no real leads coming out of the relay anymore down to the PC board. So he's got to figure out some stuff there. He's got to clean it up so he can see what's going on. Over.
I see. Okay, that's too bad. Okay. When you had it running, how much power did it make? 120, 130 watts, something like that?
It was about 110, 112, something like that. I think Ken said that's what he was getting out of it also. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, he'll be laid up here for a few days. I don't know what this operation is, but hopefully it doesn't take him off the roster for too long here. Very good. Thanks for the update on that. I was thinking about it off and on through the day. Now, let's see. I'm still in the Bay Area. Anybody else again before we leave and go get Lafayette, K6MYC?
I just want to let Rob know he was doing pretty well over here, about S5 or so, Rob.
All right, good, Jim. Thank you. W6PQL, KM6SRR.
Yeah, pretty good conditions tonight. Sometimes you guys can't hear each other at all.
Yep, can't complain about tonight. You've held up very well, too. Your S9 sometimes a little bit over tonight.
You're potent, too. And I've even moved the antenna one time to peek on anybody. Okay, KE6QR. KE6QR, I wonder if you're there, Gary. KE6QR, K6MYC. Over. Nothing heard from Gary. I think he's in the process of getting all his station ready for roving, and I don't think he's really functional from the home yet right now. Anyway, we'll go on up and see if we can hear Ken in here, N6 radio operator, N6RO, K6MYC. Well, maybe he's having lunch or dinner. N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC, Ken? Well, maybe he'll check in as we move further up to the north. Let's see, let's go toward Clear Lake and see if there's anybody up there. Dennis, I guess, is not going to be in for the foreseeable future. He's got coax problems again. WB6ISO has got something wrong with his phasing harness in the array. And said he would be off for some indeterminate amount of time. So, Clear Lake, KA6OSX or N1PPP or KA6RCM. Anybody up there in Clear Lake? K6MYC.
K6MYC, N1PPP. I got you.
Okay, and I assume Kent is there?
You got Kent too. I haven't heard anybody else tonight.
Okay. As I was calling your direction, I was wondering if you've heard anything about W6 Kilo Lima Kilo, W6 KOK Len, over?
I've talked to Ken a bit, Len a bit, but it's been a while.
Okay, because I thought he would have something on by now that we could work him with, but apparently he's got health issues and maybe that's keeping him from being motivated. Very good, Dave. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. Good signals this evening. N1PPP 336 and then WA6OSX 160. Thanks much. K6MYC.
Good evening, Dave. N1PPP. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo. I think that's the first time I've ever had a good path to you. Over.
Dave, Dave, listen up for KM6 Sugar Radio. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, maybe it went away. N1 PPP, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, Rob in DMO7, over.
I'm not hearing him at all. I can hear him on the feed.
Okay, did you hear his response, Rob?
I could just hear a little bit. It's gone down from where it was earlier. If I can't get in there right away, I usually lose it, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, Rob's running a kilowatt, Dave, so you should have heard him better than he's hearing you, and he copied you a little bit on the last one, not readable, but you were detectable. But you were quite Q5 time when you checked in with me. And he was very excited to work you. He's never had the path to you in Clear Lake, so you guys want to try it one more time. Let's see, when it comes up for me, it probably is also up for Rob. So is it up now or going away, Dave? N1 PPP, K6MYC with KM6, Sugar Radio. Over, Dave? Oh, now it's definitely gone.
I think we've gone into a fade. I don't hear much anything now.
See, you're Q5. You must have noise. You must have terrible noise up there, Dave. I've got you Q5. Not real strong, but Q5, Dave, over. No, he's just not hearing. You got some problem up there hearing, because I'm running full 1500 here. Who knows? Anyway, Dave, if you're copying 73, thanks for checking in. We'll look for you on 432. Tomorrow. K6MYC Bozo Net. Anybody else before I go towards Sacramento? Nothing heard there. Sacramento, KJ6KFB. How about you, Darren? K6MYC, over. Hey, nothing from Darren just yet. Let's see if we can get Bill in here. How about it, Bill? KO6KD, K6MYC.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. And Darren said he had something he had to go do. He got called off at the last second. He said that either John or I were going to have to check him in. He was there, but his wife came out and said, nope, you're going to go do this now. So anyway, if you can check him in, check me in 776. And John's also waiting there as well. Over.
Okay, very good. Good signal from you. And, of course, I was gone this morning. I don't know if I had a chance to tell you guys, but I wasn't there because we had to go into town very early. I had a 9:30 appointment. We left here just about 8:30, but we were still having coffee and finishing up brushing teeth and stuff like that at 8 o'clock. So I just didn't take any time to get in here. We will be there tomorrow. Hopefully Bob will be there. KO6KD for a final, K6MYC.
Yeah, we waited around, and Bob, he had other things to do. He's kind of like the proverbial long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. You know, you just can't sit still. He's got stuff he's got to do, and anyway, so he found a conversation boring and he left. But Phil and we sat there until 10 o'clock before I finally said, well, you know, now I'm going to have to bail out here because I have something I got to go do. Yeah, we were there, had a very nice, enjoyable conversation, and we figured that it's going to get down to where it's just going to be Phil and myself, P and B. So if that's the case, we're just going to be the peanut butter net. Over.
Okay. I'll go along with that. Oh, jelly, huh?
Well, we'll have to look for a guy who's got the first name of like Jerry, and then we could be the peanut butter and jelly net.
There you go.
All right. Well, we'll see you. Bob said he'd be there tomorrow, so we'll catch you in the morning. 7-3 for now, and I'll let you carry on with the rest of the net. Good evening to everybody who can hear me. KO6KD.
Okay, well, I'm just going to lay on one statement for you in the event that I'm not there. Didn't sleep well last night. I've got cramps and spasms in my neck. The muscles that go from my trapezius area up to the back of my skull are spasming. I don't know what's triggered that. It might have been triggered by the weed eater, but those muscles are not being used by the weed eater other than my head is in the loop. But the strap is over the left shoulder, and I'm moving everything with both arms. So I don't know what's causing it, but I'm off my game. I'm under the weather, I guess you'd say, slightly, Bill. I don't feel real good today, and I've had 3 bouts through the course of the day with nausea. All of a sudden, my mouth just fills up with water. So I'm not on my game. But hopefully it'll go away and I'll feel better tomorrow. I don't know what caused this. Maybe a little bug or something, but I don't know. It's a weird one. Anyway, so if I don't show up, it's because I overslept catching up for last night, which I didn't hardly sleep at all over.
Oh, I understand, and that's like with me. You know, I don't sleep worth a diddle. My head hit the pillow at between 5:30 and 6 in the morning. An hour and 45 minutes later, I was back up again sitting in front of the radio. So, yeah, that's typical for me. You say, well, you must be sleeping during the rest of the day. No, I don't. That's just it. You know, you talk about sleep deprivation. It actually, over time, aside from, destroying every other organ in your body, you actually get used to it.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I used to be able to do it, and I can do it if I have to, but I think not when you're also feeling sick, and that's your problem. Partly, you're always under the weather with the leg thing. All right, listen, I'll let you go. I got Darren checked in, and I'll listen for John. We got John in there last night very faintly. I could detect a signal on 1296, so we heard him. But it wasn't as good as a couple of weeks earlier where we heard him quite steadily, but never have worked him. We never have heard him with a signal that I could read yet. Okay, KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the group. K6MYC. This is KR6MR Bozo 759. You might want to decrease this a little bit. Over.
I missed the last statement. What'd you say at the end?
You might want to peak your antenna in this direction a little bit. Over.
Yeah, I did that, but you still took a deep fade. I got it. Okay, yeah, you're stronger. I was pointed at Bill, and I did move it 5 degrees or so you came way up. All right. Well, you heard a little bit from me last night. I don't know, was I readable at any time for you?
Yeah, a little bit here and there, not very much. Let's see, who did I hear? I don't think I heard Paul at all. I didn't hear anything on 1296 last night.
Well, Paul heard you and confirmed you were in there. Well, why you didn't hear Paul, I don't know. He runs more power by a lot. He's got a couple hundred watts, I think, on 1296. So, but maybe he didn't spend too much time peeking the antenna on you there. That's all we heard. We did work Larry very briefly, but we made a nice contact with Larry on CW. But it wasn't very good. Conditions were really horrible, signal strength-wise on 1296, so it wasn't a very good night at all for anybody. KR6MR notwithstanding. Hi. 7-3, John, and we'll see you tomorrow on 432. Let me see if I can hear the wedding boys coming up in this direction here. KR6MR, K6MYC, clear with you, and standing by for Reading, over.
K86, short winds, number 145 in Reading, over.
Okay, I hear you, Rich. Not real strong, but Q5, so that's one good thing. Let's hope it improves. It's been kind of punk path, kind of a poor path for us on every band lately here. I heard nothing from you on 6 meters. We called quite a bit up that way, but heard nothing. But didn't surprise me, the band again on 6 meters was also very poor. Back to you, and let's see, and we'll shoot over for see if we can hear Jerry in there. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6 MYC. The path is terrible. I could hear you in there the whole time, but no readability. Let's see if I can hear anything from Jerry. Jerry, I wonder if you're in there. KO6HS, K6MYC. Over, over. Okay. I heard rumble, rumble in there, and I heard a little bit of KO6HS, so we know you're in there. God, the conditions have just been awful up the valley. I don't know what's doing the problem there with the valley. Usually you guys are stronger, and sometimes better than the guys in Sacramento even. But not the last few times. Maybe it's just a timing thing. Maybe it'll change as we get more into May and more into the summer months with more sun or something. Anyway, thanks for checking in and being there. Wish we had better propagation. KO6HS, let's see if it's coming up at all. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, over. Not much. What's that?
410.
Oh, 410, okay. It could have been construed for other words because pieces of it, the beginning and the end, Mike didn't close in time. Good evening, Russ. Good strong signal here. It's good to have you in here. We've been missing you. KW6T, K6MYC.
Hey, Mike, good evening. Yeah, I've just been really busy. If I'm not busy, I've been out of town. If not that, I've been sick with something. Oh, my gosh, it's just been a nightmare. Still haven't gotten up on the roof and straightened out the antennas, so... Anyway, yeah, right now I'm pointed toward Fallon, Nevada on my rotor here. So anyway, I feel like you're in the middle of trying to get through to Redding there. So I'll say 73 and have a great evening, and I'm trying to check in more often.
Okay, yeah, that'll be good. Okay, on your busyness, I know how it is. So just to do the best you can and check in when you can. We'll be looking for you again tomorrow on 432 when and if you get those antennas fixed.
Roger. Okay. Well, if I get time tomorrow, I'll run up there and see if I can get it straightened out. So 73 Mike, K6MYC, KW6T, Latrobe.
Okay, very good, Russ. Thank you. Got a very full log tonight. I'm sitting here at 39 people checked in. So we got a lot of people checking in tonight, which is good. And a lot of people missing, too, so we could have 45 or 50 easily. Okay, 73s to you, Jerry, and 73s to you, Rich, if you're copying, and we'll look for you a little bit on 432, Rich. We'll look for you on 432 tomorrow. Hopefully it's better conditions. 73s, and we'll see you Sunday night, if nothing else. We'll see you on 2 meters on Sunday night. KD6SW and KO6HS, K6MYC. Bye-bye. Okay. Anybody else? How about AJ6 Queen Lima? Anybody else in the Sacramento area generally, or are we done? We're done. Okay, let's go up and get Nevada.
KM6HK.
Hi, Dan.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just trying to get this. sorry, just a minute, Dan. I can't get the rotor to move here.
Yeah, no problem. I just always copy you when you head towards Nevada. Go ahead.
Okay. KM6HK, K6MYC, 803. Good evening to you.
Okay, very good. Well, I'll let you pick them up in Nevada. KM6HK 73.
Okay, very good, Dan. Thank you. Now, Nevada, we're looking for KE7UQL and N7 Whiskey Tango. Perhaps K7SUN, perhaps KJ6 India X-ray. So anybody up there in the Nevada area, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, 2 meter Bozo Net, over.
It is 272, KE7UQL, over.
Got your 272, Daniel. Thank you. Good signal. Little watery, but not bad, but I'm not pointed quite at you. Let me get a little more in your direction here. That should help a tiny bit. Anyway, good to hear you back on 2 meters, Daniel. And I assume you've heard Larry in here, but you might comment. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
There you are. Now you're back up to S7, 7S units over the noise. And no, I have not heard N7WT as of yet, over.
Okay, well, maybe he'll pop in there now. And you're up strong, too. Robert, you want to say hello to Daniel?
Sure, I was barely hearing him there. I hope I got him peaked good. How you doing, Daniel? KE7UQL. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo. Over.
Hello there, Rob. Big signal from you tonight. KM6SRR. KE7UQL, over.
Roger, Daniel. Yep, you came up big time there, and then all of a sudden I got a noise hit me. Over. I triggered the noise. The wife turned the lights on in the garage. KM6SR, standing by. Thanks, Mike.
Okay. He had a noise burst from the garage lights there, Daniel, so he lost copy on you. But good contact in any case. Thank you, Daniel, and we'll take a standby and see if anybody else is there. N7 Whiskey Tango, I did work on 1296 last night. Was not very long contact, but we had one. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, calling and listening. Is he on frequency, Daniel, and is he possibly 0 beat here?
Are you saying is Larry on the frequency yet? I don't hear him as yet. I don't hear him the other station. But the phone is 1296, so at least get that one up before the field contest over.
Okay, I thought I could hear him pulsing the noise here. But maybe that was just my noise that's in the background here. Yeah, one day I think he came up 0 beat on the frequency, and I never could figure that one out. Anyway, we'll try again, Larry. You might shift the frequency of your transmitter just a little bit, so you give me a tone here. KM6 Sugar Radio, KM6 SRR. No, I'm sorry. I'm just drifting off here. N7WT. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Over, Larry. No, nothing from Larry tonight. KJ6 India X-ray. How about you, Dale? KJ6 on X. We heard you a little bit on 6 meters last night, or Monday night. KJ6 India X-ray, K6MYC. Over. Okay, nothing heard there either. K7SUN, K7 Sugar Uniform November. How about you, Stan? K6MYC, over. Nothing heard. I guess you're it tonight, Daniel. KE7UQL for a wrap-up, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Yes, I will be working a HF contest in first weekend in May, and then after that I can try putting up some of the other antennas, okay?
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. We'll look forward to 1296 again from you.
Roger. I'll need that one for June VHF. Roger.
Sounds good. We'll probably do the same thing as always. We'll have that Saturday night get-together. I may change the timing a little bit, maybe put 1296 first, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. We can get a little closer to that. Take care, my friend, and thanks for checking and being there tonight. KE7UQL, K6MYC clear. Still listening for anybody in the Las Vegas, not Las Vegas, but Nevada area. We're still listening for Nevada. Over.
Okay, Mike. Thanks very much. K6MYC. This is KE7UQL. 7-3.
Okay, 7-3. I got you, Daniel. 7-3. And I guess we're done for the night. We'll go back. Maybe go down and catch Eddie, Rob. KM6SRR, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. 73, Daniel. You came up real loud there. Good to hear you tonight. KM6SR going down.
Thank you, Rob. KM6SR, KE7UQL 73.
73's Daniel, WA60IB.
I don't know what's going on with this band. Anyway, 73's. Okay, Mike.
Good night, WA60IB.
Yeah, good night, Ken. Guess you did 10 meters and were gone for a while and then came back, right?
Yeah, that's right. I've been listening, but didn't want to poke my head in here yet.
That's all right. I just forget you're here when you don't show up for when I normally expect you to be in there, and then I forget about the 10-meter thing.
Right, yeah, that's where I was for a bit. I try and help out the net control because I hear a lot of stuff that sometimes they don't.
Yep, understand. We're going to point down toward Eddie and see if we can pull Eddie out, and then I'm going to go QRT and try to have some dinner. God, just as I was just walking out here, they were putting dinner on the table, so I missed a gorgeous meal, and I'm really hungry. I'm sort of hungry. I'm not in my game, as I said. I don't feel good. A little bit of stomach issues. I don't know. It's just uneasy. I don't think it's anything good. Something's going in my system. I may even have a little fever. I was going to check later when I get in the house, see if I got a fever. At times I feel hot and my hands are cold, which is not normal. Anyway, maybe I'll go over it tomorrow. I sure don't enjoy this. Anyway, 7-3, Ken, and I'm down toward Eddie, KE6BK, K6MYC. How are you doing, Eddie? Well, you better call him, Rob.
Okay, KE6BK. Eddie, you're on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net. KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC. Standing by. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight? Guess he's not there, Mike.
No, I guess he isn't. Okay, I got 41.
Yeah, let me count.
KK6ZKE.
Oh, 42, sorry.
MTV, Brett and Nick.
Okay, we had 2 of them. Who was the other one? Where's the other station that called in? Go ahead again.
KK6ZKE.
Oh, I got you, Terry. Somebody called underneath you about 10 dB down. Call again, please. We heard you. Even if you made a statement, at least identify so we know we're not missing somebody. Over.
I caught Brett and Newman out of that.
Okay. Well, Brett, I'm turned away from you, and that may be why it was weak. Let's see. N5 NPD. K6MYC. Brett?
Yeah, I just want to apologize for earlier. I didn't flick the switch on the antenna, so when I checked in earlier, it was vertical and not on the horizontal beam. So,
well, you were stronger than usual.
I don't know why it didn't sound right. But, now I know. So, 33 to input.
Oh, you sounded fine. I didn't have any. I thought you were the strongest I'd heard you. You don't remember me saying you're as strong as I've ever heard you, Brett, over?
Yeah, should have been. It was on the vertical, and I didn't put the switch here on the switch there. I didn't even think about it until I came back in here earlier. So.
Okay, well, if you're horizontal now, go vertical, and let me hear you vertical right here.
All right, the switch is split. And now vertical.
Yep, I'm not hearing a lot of difference. Not a lot of difference, over.
Well, to me.
What's that?
He sounded stronger in the vertical position to me.
Yeah, that's almost what I'm finding.
Are you sure you don't have your switch backwards? For me.
Yeah, no, they're not backwards. You know, I receive better on the horizontal beam.
I heard him better up here vertical, too.
Transmit better on the vertical.
Okay, you're being doubled with, Brett. Everybody is hearing you better on the vertical. Are you sure that you, where is the horizontal antenna? How high and what is it? Is that the 3 element?
Negative. He's S9 on the horizontal. He is S0 vertical.
Oh, that's for the other 4 of us. It doesn't, okay, so maybe you are horizontal. Frank's got a very good shot, clear shot to you, Brett. He's up in course gold at 2,200 feet, and he may be the best best one to determine that you're really horizontal. But everybody said you were stronger vertical. So who knows? Maybe you get that. What is the horizontal antenna, Brett? Over.
Yeah, the horizontal is that T antenna. There's a 3 or 4 element on the 2-meter side, and has some 70s on there too. And then the vertical is the Comet GP9.
The vertical is what?
Comet GP9.
Okay. The horizontal is what? A 4-element, little tiny 4-element. Who makes that?
T antenna. It comes from Spain, because all the instructions from Spanish.
Oh yeah, okay. Somebody in Spain, and you bought it at DX Engineering. Now I remember. Okay. Well, God only knows how well it performs, but anyway, better than nothing. Okay, thanks for confirming, but we didn't. We heard you either way, Brett, and you don't have to apologize for having the wrong polarity on as long as you got heard. That's the most important thing. And 5PDD, PDA? No, that's not right. I don't have it in front of me. K6MYC 73, Brett, thank you.
33, yeah, just checking to see which one's better.
Okay, 73. And down to you, Eddie, if you're there. Oh, let me pick up KK6ZKE. Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah, just had a little bit of a late check-in watching the Glenn Beck special about the upcoming voting thing.
Yeah, very good. What is it on? It's on his own channel, isn't it?
Yeah, he streams on his network called The Blaze.
Yeah, I know The Blaze. Yeah, but I didn't know it would be on at this time of day, but maybe you can watch it at any time. Very good. What was his conclusion on the upcoming voting?
It's all about the voting machines, Dominion and Diebold, and the software that runs it, and the encryption key that is too easy to get to decode the voting. But
yeah, and they can change it. It's not supposed to be.
He tried to make it a nonpartisan thing.
Yeah, okay. But they have a back door to the Dominion machines. They're not supposed to have that. There is a back door in there, so they can get into every machine they have in service. And they can change the votes or can at least manipulate, so that's what happened, I think, last time. Okay. Well, let's hope they got that sort of better controlled next time with more observation, more observers. They were locking people out of the rooms before, after midnight, and then all the shenanigans were going on between midnight and morning. Hopefully that will be held to a minimum. Anyway, thanks, Terry. Good to hear you. And Rob, you want to say hello to Terry?
Well, of course. How you doing, Terry? KK6ZKE. I'll get it right here. How you doing?
Doing okay. Just yard work and all the rest of the stuff that's going on. Nice and cool today, though.
It's 7:04, right?
7:04.
Roger.
Yeah, today was a little cooler, that's for sure. Yeah, talking about yard work, I got a lot of weeds I got to get to this weekend because they're starting to dry out there. Over.
Well, I got mine drying out because I sprayed them with Roundup.
Yeah, that's one way, but I got 76 acres here. That's a lot of spray.
No, that would be a lot of money.
Yeah, I only do it around the house, and then I do a perimeter around the properties. I got 2 different parcels, so that's my total weed consumption. Over.
Can you still buy it in Fresno?
The Roundup, I haven't bought any in 2 years. I don't use it that much.
No, somebody said they probably don't sell it anymore.
Oops, I think we doubled, Mike. I bought some the other night. I was running out, so they're still selling it.
Okay.
Where'd you get it?
Tractor Supply.
I'll have to remember that. Thank you. KK6ZKE.
You got to ask for it. You got to ask for it. They don't have it out in the shelves. You got to, because they deal with farmers and this and that. And I just told them what I had out here and my horse ranch and whatnot. So they led me back to the back, and that's where you get it.
How much was the quantity?
I think this was a 2.5 gallon. I usually get a 5, but this is 2.5.
And that was the highly concentrated stuff?
Yes, that's because I have a sprayer, yes.
It cost over $100, didn't it?
Right at that, yes.
Well, that's a good price.
Yeah, I think they've lowered the price on it because they've got a lot of competition now that it's been out so long.
We'll have to check that out. Thanks for the heads up on that.
Okay, well, I guess we don't hear of anything from Eddie tonight. One last call, Eddie, 858 KE6BK, K6MYC in the group. Okay, no Eddie? Guess we can close her up, Rob.
Okay, sounds good. I might have missed some right before the 10-meter net there because I was trying to listen so I didn't miss it. I have a 38. Do you have that?
No, I've got 42.
Okay, I'll have to go back and listen to the stream until I get up to where I was here solid. Over.
Yeah, okay. I would give it to you, but I can't read it.
All right, no problem. And I'll say good night to everyone. Good night, Ken, WA6OIB, K6MYC, 73.
Okay, good night, guys. I'm getting kind of uncomfortable. I better get in the house, relax a bit. I'm standing out here too long. WA6OIB, bye-bye.
Good night, Ken. Good luck with that surgery. I hope you feel better, Mike. WA6LOL, URT.
Thanks, Dave, and same for you, Ken. Hopefully you get through that easily. Bye-bye. Good night.
Roger. Good night up there, Dave. Good to hear you. WA6OIB.
Good night, Rob. WA6LOL.
Good night, Dave. WA6LOL, KM6SR. Yeah, I'm pointing over to the Bay Area, but I'm hearing you fine.
And good night, everybody. K6USY DMO6.
Just before I threw the switch, I was going to say good night and thanks to you, Aaron, again. Good night, Frank, and I think we'll probably see you tomorrow. K6USY and all K6MYC, clear and QRT.
Yeah, Ken is in there, Mike, RO.
Okay. Hi, Ken. Let me see if I can hear you off the back of the beam. Go ahead, Ken.
N6RO, number 835, K6MYC and KM6SR. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, you're S9 here in Clovis, Ken, WA60IV.
We got you checked in there, Ken. Thanks for being there, KM6SR.
I'm just getting around in your direction now, Ken. N6RO, K6MYC, good evening. I'm not hearing him.
He said he doesn't get the big antenna till 8, and it's on a minute before 8, so maybe he's switching right now. Over. N6RO, are you back on the big antenna? KM6SR with K6MYC, standing by. Okay, you're sounding good there. Did you copy that, Mike? Over.
No, I don't know why, but I'm hearing him very well.
Well, I'm pointing right up to him, so that might be a difference. Are you pointed at him? Over.
Yes, I am. I'm bouncing back and forth here. Let me see, Ken. I should be coming up on you right now. 280, 290, there's 300. Right there. N6RO, K6MYC.
Oh, now you're loud. I'll copy N6RO.
You're loud now, too. I guess I just didn't have the heading right. Thank you, Ken, and good to hear you. We'll see you tomorrow night on 432, I hope. N6 Radio Oscar, just in time, K6MYC.
Yeah, just 1 minute away from my big antenna. The sprint's going quite well tonight by Neon. Anyway, we'll see you on 432 with the same little antenna. The long boom is just locked up at 401.
Roger. Night for now, Ken.
XRO.
Good night, Ken.
Alrighty, good night to everybody on YouTube, K6USY DMO6.